What does blood flow have to do with your overall heart health? Well, I'm going to cover that in today's video, so stay tuned and don't go anywhere. Hey, this is Lance McGowan, the Tropical Smoothie Guy, and blood flow is super important. There's a saying, life is in the blood, and it's definitely true. It has to circulate properly and circulate frequently enough to make sure all your organs, body systems, brain, heart are getting what it needs to just support and maintain proper life. And so I'm going to cover a little bit about what blood flow is and how you can improve it in the next section.
Hey, this is Lance McGowan, the Tropical Smoothie Guy, and today we're going to talk about blood flow. So, the heart is the fluid pump of the cardiovascular system. It pumps blood and nutrients to all the organs of your body, and it pumps blood to the lungs where it receives oxygen after the body has used it up. This is the process called oxygenation. It's included in the module as one of the steps in the heartbeat cycle. So this module shows you the four chambers of the heart and how those chambers work in a continuous cycle that receives blood in the right and left atria and then pumps blood out from those right and left ventricles. And so the heart could not move blood like a fluid pump without its four valves. And these valves open to allow blood to flow through and then close to prevent blood from flowing backwards. The animation in this module shows you the heartbeat cycle in motion, and we're going to be able to click any of the buttons to stop the animation and learn more about the anatomy and blood flow, that step in the cycle. So the anatomy of the heart and lungs, here you can see the lungs add vital oxygen to the blood. The heart pumps the blood to all the organs of the body when it's working properly. So the next picture is going to show the blood flow between the lung and heart, and we're going to click buttons here to pause the animation at any of the four stages. So you can see here there's the return, so let's pause that or see what that does. Okay, so that is the return of the blood. So pulmonary veins from the right lung pass behind the heart to the left atrium, and then deoxygenated blood returns from the blood and fills the right atrium, and then oxygenated blood returns from the lungs and fills the left atrium. So you can see there's a lot of in and out action going on here. The atria pump blood into the ventricles. Really cool. All right, so you got the right atrium, you got the tricuspid valve, right AV valve, right ventricle, left ventricle. Right, so the AV valves open as the atria pump blood into the ventricles. Awesome. Then you have the ventricles, so the aortic and pulmonary valves open as the ventricles pump blood out to the body and lungs. And then you have oxygenation, which the lungs are going to do to the blood. So blood pumped to the lungs receives oxygen when it reaches the alveolar capillaries, which are really, really small. And we're going to click the magnifier for a closer view. This is kind of cool. Wow, that's so cool. All right, so pulmonary arteries carry blood to the alveoli in the lungs. Pulmonary veins return oxygenated blood to the left atrium. Oh, and so we can click to get even a closer look. Let's do that. Wow. Okay, so here's a magnified view of the oxygen exchange in the alveolus. So deoxygenated blood from the heart is coming this way. Then you have the capillaries, which are super small. You can see what's going on here on a cellular level. CO2 is removed and exhaled, wow, through diffusion. And then inhaled oxygen is added to the blood. That is so cool. And then oxygenated blood goes back to the heart. Wow. So cool what your body can do.
The main reason why blood flow is so important is because when it's done properly and your blood is flowing at a fast enough rate and going all throughout your body, then you can get oxygen and nutrients better into your red blood cells where there's 70 to 90 billion of them in your body, and it helps to release or dispose of unwanted substances, toxins, and just waste byproducts from your cells properly and get them out of your body and filtered out of your body properly. So it's kind of like a car, on the road. You don't want it getting in traffic jams. You don't want all that exhaust and fumes to just continually fester in one area. You want cars to move on that freeway, not get congested, not get backed up, not have accidents, same thing in your body, but there's 70 to 90 billion of them moving around doing what they got to do, delivering oxygen, delivering nutrients to where it needs to, and disposing of the waste properly. And so that and supporting that is going to be very, very important. There's a number of ways you can do that. It's hydrating properly, it's exercise. There is also another pulsed electromagnetic frequency. And so that is going to be another great thing to do. I also talk about that on my other channel. But yeah, there's tons of ways you can support your circulation and blood flow naturally or with some awesome technology. Well, that concludes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click the subscribe button so you can watch more videos like this one, or click one of the links in the description box below so you can continue to get your learn on.